The traditional educator is fading. The behavior specialist is taking over the market. Where will your income be in the next 6 months? Let's be honest. Teaching in Nigeria today has become a high-effort, low-reward profession. A lot of educators are feeding from hand to mouth. You walk into classrooms or care facilities facing the same realities. Children are changing. Behaviors are becoming more complex. Meltdown, tantrums, attention challenges, and neurodivergent traits are showing up in every school, especially premium schools. And every home, including the high-income homes in Kano, Abia, Lagos, Port Harcourt, and in every state in Nigeria. If you are a teacher, you spend hours managing chaos, managing challenges in classroom, and then you get burnt out, only to receive salaries that barely cover your transport and food. The gap between your effort and your salary is not sustainable. If you own a school or a care home, you are losing your best clients quietly. As a school owner, when a paying parent realizes your staff cannot competently support their child's unique needs, do not complain. They simply withdraw the child and enroll them somewhere else. Your reputation erodes one silent exit at a time. If you are a caregiver, a graduate, or a secondary school leaver, you are competing for entry-level positions because on paper, you look like everyone else in the pile of applications. Here is the truth. If you are still relying on general classroom management or standard childcare methods, the market has already started passing you over. It is not that the demand for skill support is small. It is large and it's growing every single day. Lagos State alone has thousands of families actively searching for someone qualified to support their child, not to mention other states. The demand is not the problem. Your current position, your current knowledge, your current skill is the problem. Now I want you to imagine something different. You walk into an elite school or a high net worth home, not as an applicant, but as a specialist they particularly sought out. They sought you out by themselves because you hold a skill set almost nobody else in the room has. Picture the respect in a headmistress's voice when she introduces you to other staff as our specialist. Picture the relief on a mother's face when you are the first person who has ever been able to calm her son under 3 minutes. That respect, that relief, that is what you are actually being paid for. You are not selling lesson plans. You are giving an anxious parent that first full night of sleep after so many months. You are also not selling supervision. You are protecting a school's reputation and its enrollment numbers through visible, measurable behavior progress. Parents these days do not choose based on how many certificates are hung on your wall. They choose the person who can walk into a room mid-meltdown and bring the child back to calm. When you can solve that kind of pain for a family, the price stops being an obstacle. A parent who has tried 5 other people and failed, you name it, they paid. She will only ask one sincere question, which is, can you give my child the right support? Earning between 500,000 naira and 1.5 million naira is not unusual to specialists who can answer yes to that kind of question. Imagine having 2, 3, 4 parents you work with monthly. It's simply what competence commands in this market today. Here is what should concern you. This is not a saturated market. It's the opposite. There are many neurodivergent children in Nigerian homes and schools right now than there are people qualified to support them properly. The shortage is real. The question is whether you will be one of those few people to step into that gap with real skill, or one of the many who stay exactly where they are, watching less qualified people get paid more because they position themselves better. In our first cohort, 54 professionals stepped forward, saw this exact gap, and repositioned themselves around it. Several of them stepped into premium families. This is not theory at all. This has already happened to people who look exactly like you in the same market you are right now. Here is the simple math. A one-time investment of 50,000 naira in this training pays for itself the moment you secure one family paying 250,000 naira a month. That is a 500% return in your first month, and every month after that is profit. When you train your staff, your school or your care homes stop losing clients to competitors, and you can raise your fee because you now offer certified, competent support that families are actually searching for and cannot easily find elsewhere. Here is what we are giving. Internationally recognized framework used by the same consultants that wealthy Nigerian families currently fly in from abroad and pay premium rates to access online. Practical, hands-on toolkits you can apply from week 1. A clear blueprint on how to present yourself, price yourself, and pitch yourself so that premium families and premium schools can come looking for you instead of you chasing them. This program is open to teachers and educators who want to move from managing classrooms to commanding premium rates, school owners and care home operators who want to stop losing clients and start attracting them, especially the premium clients, caregivers and support staff who want to stand out from every other applicant with the same certificate, secondary school leavers who have a genuine gift for connecting with and supporting neurodivergent children and learners. You do not need a university degree to start this journey. All you need is the right disposition, the willingness to learn, and the discipline to apply what you are taught. Empathy, patience, and care. Some of the most naturally gifted behavior support specialists never set foot in a university. What you need is inside this program, not on a certificate you do not yet have. The investment is 50,000 naira. If that number feels significant, ask yourself a different question. What is it currently costing you to remain without a skill every single month? In the client you are not getting, the salary you are not commanding, and the families who are choosing someone else because that someone else looked more qualified on the day it mattered to them. The market is not closing this gap on its own. It's waiting for whoever shows up prepared to grab this offer. Every month you delay is a month someone else in your city claims the families who could have been yours to support their children. The choice is yours to either continue managing classroom stress on survival wages or become the specialist who sets the terms of their own value in a market that is actively short of people who can do what you are about to learn. Secure your slot today by clicking on the link below or send a message to join our premium WhatsApp platform. We look forward to having you make your first 500,000 to 1.5 million naira monthly. See you. Open the door.